Hey guys, welcome back. It is TNA Impact Wrestling Live, Monday, week 1 of July 2001. I haven't got the next pay-per-view set up. I need to do that. It's going to be a Victory Road. But we're also out tonight. Why did I just eat a crisp like an idiot? I'm just at the moment going through the Attitude, or the beginning of Attitude here on the network, and I'm also watching NWA TNA on the Global Wrestling Network. Um, so I'm watching WrestleMania 12. Rumil's getting better as gimmick. The segment to Verve better announcing. Well, I'm not bothered. Hopefully he'll get better as we go. So William Regal comes down the ring and goes, I won. I'm still your champion. You see, I'm never going to give up this up. Yeah, I haven't set it up yet. That's fine. Rock, Steve Austin, anyone can come and I'll take them down. You see, I don't like these fans. I don't like this company. But I do like holding the gold. It feels great holding this belt. You can boo me, I don't care. Come on, bring it on. Impact is Jericho! And it's time you listened up, Regal. Yes, you are good in this ring. Yes, you're a good champion. You're not a face that should represent this company. You see, this is new. If they don't need a stupid champion, they need someone like me, awesome, sexy, and steals the show all the time. At this, Regal basically just hits Jericho in the face with the championship. We see blood coming down the face of Jericho, and he goes, I know you're bringing your friends since their contracts have ended with the WWF. So if Rock or Steve Austin turn up here, I'll take them down. I'll kill you, Jericho. I will kill you. An 83B plus. Holy crap, what a way to open Impact. He's going, if you bring your friends here, who we know I've said are going to be coming because their contracts are ended, he's going to kill him. So is Jericho dead? Or is his friends going to help him? We'll have to wait and see next week. In the Belvedere Subpar Wrestling, a little heat, John Cena defeated Sanjay Dutt in 5:35 by pinfall. Spin out powerbomb, a 40D minus announced quality, and the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Sanjay Dutt 41, John Cena 37. A 40D minus, not a bad match at all. In an exceptional match, as always, the Hardy Boys defeated the Dudley Boys in 6:05 when Jeff Hardy defeated Bubba Ray by pinfall the Omega event. The Hardy Boys make defense number 4 of their TNA World Tag Team titles. Jeff Hardy carried the match in terms of ring performance. So the TNA World Tag Team storyline is things. As always, these two are good at tagging. The match had drama. Hardy Bar, Brother Ray 79, Devon 79, Hardy 77, Jeff Hardy 95. Matt Hardy improving in performance. We move on. What the hell? The UK Pitbulls are in the ring. They are beating down the Hardys. Oh yeah, we are doing this. In about that decent wrestling with cheat, AJ Styles defeats Austin Aries in 7:25 by pinfall with a Styles clash. AJ Styles makes defense number 5 of the TNA, his TNA X Division Championship, a 55C minus. AJ's getting better his gimmick. Austin Aries 35, AJ 63. AJ continues to improve in performance. We move on and we see the lights go down. No, we don't. Did I put this match in the wrong spot? Yes, I did. In an exceptional match, Cage, Raven, and Shane Waltman defeat Dustin, Scott Hall, and Chris Jericho. In 6:37, Raven defeated Scott Hall by pinfall the pile driver. In terms of ring work, Chris Jericho was head and shoulders above everyone else. Jericho is getting better his gimmick. I don't really care. Chris Jericho hints at Chris Jericho's face turn didn't go down well with the crowd, who still remember his recent turn. Oh well. Jericho 91, Hall 81, Dustin 61, Sean Waltman 66, Raven 82, and Christian Cage 60. The Croat, the Wave, and Nevermore storylines advance with Hall improving in Rumble and Technical now. No, not yet. Ignoring that for now. We'll build that up for a while and for a few weeks yet. Can we move on, please? Because this was meant to go before that match. Thank you. Daniels comes out to the ring. So the lights dim down. We see a spotlight go on this little podium. And we see Christopher Daniels standing and goes, you see this here? You see this right here? It's why you love TNA. High-flying, dangerous stunts. You see, I want you to listen to me, AJ. Soon, very soon, I'm going to do what Jerry Lynn could not and remove that belt off you. So Chris Daniels being very creepy, being the fallen angel Daniels, and then we cut to the back and we see that Jeff and Matt Hardy in the back, and they go, "Pitbulls, you want to attack me and my brother? You got our attention. You will not get away with this. We'll get a match with you. Just you wait." And they have got their match next week. TNA Impact on television. It'll be the Pitbulls, aka Big Dave and Bulk, taking on the Hardys in one-on-one action for the Tag Team Championships. That is happening live next week on telly. 68C from the Hardys, I'm not going to complain about that. And above, I've had decent wrestling in that, but Little Heat, America's Most Wanted, defeated the Unstoppable Force in 7:15 when Chris Harris defeated CM Punk by pinfall. The Catatonic. America's Most Wanted have won the NWA Tag Team titles. Storm seen off his game. CM Punk's Mojo showed excellent chemistry teaming together. Joe 58, CM Punk 55, Chris Harris 37, James Storm 36. As a random tag team I made, that's pretty good. But, you know, America's Most Wanted ain't doing very well. But we had to strip the, Suicide Blondes of the championships. So we've done that. 51D plus. In about their good wrestling and decent match crowd, Monty Brown defeated Joseph Liger in 7:37 by pinfall to Pounce. Monty Brown 52, Liger 72, no work improvements of 60 to 5C. Not bad. In another six-man tag in a decent match, Tommy Dreamer, Sabu, Ron Killings defeat Rhino, Jerry Lynn and Fit Finley in 7:29 when Tommy Dreamer defeated Jerry Lynn by pinfall to Pile Driver. Rhino's getting better his gimmick. Fit Finley 53, Lynn 68, Rhino 63, Ron Killings 50, Sabu 57 and Tommy Dreamer 57, Sabu in Techno and Finley in Rumble. A 61C. And then we get a 75B minus as the video plays, hyping up Kurt Hennig taking on William Regal. Which is weird because we have these both in my other game. We have Mr. Perfect and we have William Regal, but they're known as Kurt Hennig and Steven Regal. An 81B for our main event, an exceptional match. William Regal defeats Kurt Hennig in 15-17 by pinfall, illegally using the ropes for leverage. During the match we also had Chris Jericho coming into the ring, accidentally hitting Hennig. Regal makes defense number 4 of his TNA World Heavyweight title. The match deserves better announcing. Hennig 81, Regal 90, no work improvements. Next segment, and in the back we just see Scott Hall and Raven having a massive brawl to close out the night. You know, one of those big hardcore brawls. A 77B increases our popularity in 18 regions. My friends, I'll see you next week for the next edition of TNA Impact Live. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Impact Wrestling. It's 2001, it's June, and these are the results from TNA Impact. We've got 3,000 people tonight at the Ray Bank Theatre. We are live as always, and tonight we open up with a pre-show battle. Had subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat as PG Black defeated Kevin Steen in 8:03 by pinfall flying crossbody. A 35E plus announced quality in the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Steen 36, Black 32, Black improving in Rumble and Techno. No improvements for Steen actually, sadly, but we move on with the pre-show. This might take a while to load because there's a lot of so in a decent pre-show match, the Dudley Boys and Unstoppable Force defeat Gado and Jado and America's Most Wanted in 5 minutes 39 when CM Punk defeated Gado by pinfall. Chris Harris 37, Storm 36, Jado 43, Gado 46, Joe 64, Punk 47, Brother Ray 69 and Devon 66. Joe improving in performance. No improvements in that match, sadly. But I'm not complaining. A nice little 4-man. And then we get another 8-man tag in the pre-show about a decent match with a little heat. Matt Sydal, Nigel McGuinness, Jimmy Jacobs and Amazing Red defeated Bobby Roode, Paul London, Sani Siaki and Chris Hero in 6:13 when McGuinness defeated Chris Hero by pinfall the Governor's Crumpet. 48D plus, Jimmy Jacobs a weak link, and that's quality in the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Amazing Red 42, Jacobs 29, McGuinness 45, Matt Sydal 51, Hero 46, Sonny Siaki 43, Paul London 54, Bobby Roode 40, Jacobs improving and flying. Just think he was like the main event player in the original, when TNA originally started as Sonny Siaki. He was like they built a massive storyline around him when he left the thing, and then Vince Russo turned up, and goodness, I ain't even that far. I have watched up to about 60 originally of the WWE pay-per-view. Someone's uploading on YouTube, on their own channel for free, but I've now got the Global Wrestling Network to watch them, and I'm quite enjoying it. I think this past week's episode of TNA was amazing. Now I know some people don't like Alberto Del Rio, or Al Patron as he's known, but the brawl that him and Johnny Impact, John Morrison's Johnny Mundo, whatever you want to call him, was brilliant. But it went on a bit too long in my eyes. But hey, it was good fun. In appreciate about that decent wrestling, but little heat. Roderick Strong, Sharp Boy, Sterling James Keenan, Zebra Kid and AJ Styles defeated Randy Orton, Drago, Chris Daniels, Brian Kendrick and Austin Aries in 5:05 when Roderick Strong defeated Brian Kendrick by pinfall with the CX02. Chris Daniels head and shoulders above everyone else, a 50D plus. So AJ's now working through an injury. So Austin Aries 38, Kendrick 55, Daniels 64, Drago 50, Orton 45, AJ 40, Zebra Kid 28, Sterling James Kieran 29, Sharp Boy 43, Roderick Strong 39, Orton improving in performance, Kendrick in Rumble and Sharp Boy in Rumble, a 50D plus, which is why AJ's on the pre-show tonight, not wrestling on the main show. But I think he's got it for a while. For a while. And appreciate about that decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Kid Cash and Brian Danielson defeated Shane Waltman and Sanjay Dutt in 7:32 when Kid Cash defeated Sanjay Dutt by pinfall the dead level. Shane Waltman was the expert in the match. Shane Waltman's getting better his gimmick. Brian Danielson 57, Kid Cash 47, Sanjay Dutt 44, Shane Waltman 72, no working for his 60C. And then we go to the final pre-show match, and a pre-show about the good wrestling and decent match of the crowd. Tommy Dreamer defeated RVD in 8:14 by pinfall the pile driver. Rob Van Dam 67, Tommy Dreamer 57, Dreamer improving in performance. And then we go to the main show. Yes, we do a 77B. I thought this would do a bit better than that, but I'm not complaining. So Kurt Angle comes down the grin, so he goes, "You can chant, you suck, I don't care." You see, WWF don't want to keep their biggest stars on contract, fine. You see, I am here to fight and be awesome as always. As I always have. I won my gold medal with a broken frickin' neck. The lights go on and off, and then we see Taker just standing in the middle of the ring. I forgot to change his picture, which I'll do for next week. You have been an evil man, and I need to send you to hell. I am the dead man, and I'll do that for you. He grabs him and two stones pile drives him. Kurt Angle debuted his Olympic gold medalist gimmick. It's got a shrine above average. Ontae's debuted his dead man gimmick. It's got a shrine great. We have arrived. The storylines advance for this. No work improvements, but 77B to open up tonight. But I think it might have been because I didn't do the angle longer than... I think I did it for about 3 minutes because that's how long I think it would have took in real life to get that across. In about that decent match of a little heat, Abyss defeats John Cena in 7:09 by pinfall. John Cena seemed off his game. James Mitchell did good work at ringside, and that's quality in the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Cena 40, Abyss 41, no work improvements, 42D, not bad. 59 Cena, about that good heat and great wrestling and good heat. Joe Lynn defeated Dustin Rhodes in 7:03. Dustin Rhodes is getting better his gimmick. These two have good chemistry. Joe Lynn 63, Dustin 68, no work improvements. Then we just have the... I had it, listening to Rage. Oh god. Let's just complete everything. There we go. So Christian Cage is now a face, okay? I've had it listening to Edge. I want to be fighting for you, the fans. I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to win fair. When Edge comes back, I'm going to kill him and send him back to the hospital for what he put you awesome fans through. So yeah, Christian Cage coming out. I know it's a bit sooner than planned, but because he's got injured, I thought it'd work out for us. And him as a face gets a good reaction. I've just turned him. Oh, okay. In about very good heat and good wrestling, Christian Cage defeated Fit Finlay in 6:02 by pinfall. Christian Cage is not suited to his gimmick. The hints of Christian Cage didn't go down well with the crowd, who still remembers last time. Fit Finlay 52, Christian Cage 70. I'll make sure that the turn happens next week, because obviously that's why he's not suited to his gimmick, because he's still a heel. Then we see Scott Hall in the back, and he goes, "I'll tell you what's wrong. Raven, why are you coming after me? You see, Raven, I'm bigger than you, I'm more powerful, and a better wrestler. But if you want me, you got me at Victory Road. You can have me in a match, and it'll be Falls Count Anywhere." So yeah, Victory Road is coming up, my friends, and it is going to be a Falls Count Anywhere match between the man known as Raven, which is actually the second Falls Count Anywhere match I've booked at the moment. I think we just did one, didn't we, between... I can't remember. Who was it between? It was on the other series. Who did we... And I can't even see a Falls Count Anywhere match on here. Oh, God. We had this before, didn't we? Yeah, everything's selected now, so. Okay then, I'm going to change it, so it's not going to be Falls Count Anywhere, it's going to be First Blood. There you go, I'll change that now. Hold on. Scott Hall, Raven, minor negative, save. First Blood. There you go. It'll be a First Blood match. There you go. It's changed. Never said Falls Count Anywhere. Who said Falls Count Anywhere? Not me. And then he gets a match, and Kurt Angle defeats him in an exceptional match. Kurt Angle defeated Scott Hall in 7:46 by submission with an ankle lock, a 70C plus. Those terms of whatever. Scott Hall 88, Kurt Angle 100. No work and ribs, 70C plus. We have 42D for the next angle. And Edge goes, Daniels, I know you're around here somewhere. If you think you take your championships off of me, I'll give you the chance of Victory Road, which I will win. Danielson and Daniels just stands on his like little podium we've got set up for him. He goes, AJ, AJ, AJ. You think because these fans cheer for you that you're awesome? You see, your old tag apart and beat you over at Wildside this past week. You see, if he can do it, then there's no doubt I can. So at Victory Road, my worshippers will get someone to support. Yeah, NWA Wildside, AJ took him on for the NWA Wildside main title, Air Paris, and he got beat by Air Paris. So I thought I'd utilise that into this angle. So AJ Styles and Christopher frickin' Daniels are going to be going at it. The only problem is AJ is injured at the moment, and I think that's going to affect the match rating. Sadly. But he's only 22 at this time. I don't think he's married yet. You can put matches on TV shows. Yeah, well, I do believe it helps as well in the game, which he doesn't mention. Secretly it does. In a decent match, Ron Killings defeated Monty Brown in 8:01 by pinfall. The Truth or Consequences. The Ron Killings getting base going to announced quality 50 match. Ron Killings 47, Monty Brown 52. Monty Brown improving in performance of 51D+. So Ron Killings debuted a new comeback spot that got the crowd buzzing. His psychology will be helped by being able to use this as a go-to spot in the future. Awesome. In an extremely short match, Brock Lesnar defeats Lawson Liger in 5:29 by pinfall the overhead belly to belly. Brock Lesnar 49, Liger 72. Brock Lesnar improving in technical, a 64C. We get a 75B-, and it's Chris Jericho in the back, and he's standing there with Jeremy, and he goes, so Regal's going to kill me. Yes, Steve Austin is here, and he will be tagging with me in tonight's main event. You see, management have granted me a match for a championship at Victory Road. And I forgot to add that will be a ladder match. I don't know why I didn't add that, but yeah, Chris Jericho basically going, yep, Steve Austin's here. I'm going to be killed. But at Victory Road, management have granted me a match, it's going to be a ladder match. Why the heck not? If I'm going to book TNA like they did originally, then there was a lot of ladder matches, a lot of blood, and a lot of hardcore stuff. If you never watched NWA TNA, the original NWA TNA, go and watch it, because it's bloody hilarious some of the stuff they had. They had Miss TNA, and it was a bloke. Called Bush. Hey, whatever. I hope that dies down soon, because I'm getting bored of that. In an extremely short match, the UK Pitbulls drew with the Hardys in 2:51 following a double count-out. Jeff Hardy was head and shoulders above everyone else. Jeff and Matt Hardy showed experience together. Jeff Hardy looked excellent out there. Big Dave 25, Bulk 25, Matt 72, Jeff Hardy 95. Big Dave improving in performance, and hence why they're going up against the Hardys to hopefully help them with improvements like that. In an exceptional match, Raven defeated Kurt Hennig in 7:51 by pinfall the pile driver. Hennig 78, Raven 87. Kurt Hennig improving in performance of 70C+. A video plays hyping up our main event of the night where Steve Austin, Jericho are going to take on the team of William Regal and Rhino. Next segment. There we go, an 82B in the main event, an exceptional match. Steve Austin and Chris Jericho defeated William Regal and Rhino in 14:41 when Steve Austin defeated Rhino by pinfall. Rhino was the weak link, trying to keep up with his performance, which is what I thought, but Steve Austin debuted his Rebel gimmick. It's going to show very good. Jerry Lawler and Mike Tenay have great chemistry. The match deserved better commentary announcing. Chris Jericho 92, Steve Austin 97, Rhino 60, William Regal 90. No work improvements, but that is a great match right there. And we head to the next segment tonight. What is the next segment? Oh yeah, just the post-show. Quick, extremely short post-show match. The Undertaker takes out Joe Ryan in Form 36 by pinfall for the choke slam. Joe Ryan and Undertaker have great chemistry. Okay. This Undertaker shone in this match. Joe Ryan 21, Undertaker 97. No worker improvements. We end tonight's show with a final rating. The post-show match doesn't normally go into the ratings. We were 77B, not bad at all. I think all these wrestlers down here, the newer guys like Bobby Roode, Jacobs, Red, Sydal, all getting into themselves. I think, we're getting there. I've just got to sort out the problem with this. I don't think we'll worry about that until further notice. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this show. Join us next week as we are going to be only 2 weeks away from Victory Road, and promise you, things are going to hot up a lot quicker. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week on TNA Impact. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to TNA Impact. I have now properly sorted out the X Division. The X Division of everybody who I want in the X Division has been sorted into a Cruiserweight division, and you're going to see all of the stars of that tonight. And starting off with Sonny Siaki, Sanjay Dutt, Paul London, and Chris Hero, defeating Nigel McGuinness, PJ Black, Roderick Strong, and Shark Boy in 5:37 when Sonny Siaki defeated Nigel McGuinness by pinfall. In terms of ring work, Paul London's head and shoulders above everyone else. So, there's only one wrestler I've got to deal with in the weight class, and that's Bobby Roode, but everyone else is perfect. Hero 46, London 56, Dutt 44, Sonny Siaki 43, Shark Boy 40, Roderick Strong 38, Black 35, and Nigel McGuinness a 43. Sonny Siaki and McGuinness improving in Rumble, a 43D+. Not bad for our first proper kind of stylised X Division match. I'm quite happy with that. I think that was better than what I thought it was going to be, actually. I think, this one's even better. This is another... Oh, God, I've lost my headphone. One-night deal for Fergal DeVette. I'm sorry if you can hear me playing with this. I've just pulled my headphone out. There you go. So it's a one-night deal for Fergie DeVette. And he defeats... he gets to... So, in a I've had fantastic wrestling, but little heat. In about had decent wrestling, but little heat. Sterling James Cohen and Zebra Kid defeated Joe Ling and Fergal DeVette, who will be back next week to be a part of the X Division. Defeated Zebra Kid and Fergal DeVette by pinfall. So, Zebra Kid, Steve Austin, William Regal, The Rock, not The Rock, Kurt Angle, I do believe, and someone else. I used all the spots to get him here on a one-night deal on a cheaper offer, and they accepted, and quite surprisingly, they didn't want The Rock. I was a bit confused by that. But yeah, so this does good. Fergal DeVette, David is old school heel goes, got shown very good. Fergal DeVette seemed off his game. Joe Lawler might have pretty good chemistry, which is all normal. Now it's quality list of the match. Joe Lynn came out this looking good. Zebra Kid 29. Sterling James Curran 32. Fergal DeVette 42, so he's doing better than Zebra Kid already. And Joey Lynn at 66, no work for us. I want him in here just to be kind of like the legend, or the, kind of guy that's been here for a while. He's been doing this for a while. He knows his way around the ring, and so on and so forth. I'm not putting Jason Liger into the X Division just because he's a bit too far up the card, and he's very good at what he does, and I think it would be unfair for him to plop him with all the, graduates, whereas Joe Lynn can do it. In a decent match, Kevin Steen, Brock Lesnar, Fit Finney, and John Cena defeated, John Cena, Dustin, and Jason Liger in 7:04 when Fit Finney defeated Jason Liger by pinfall the Tombstone. Finley 52, Lesnar 54, Steen 37, Liger 71, Dustin 66, and Cena 40. 59C, John Cena improving in technical. But, Brock Lesnar, Kevin Steen, Fit Finley. And 64C is the four tag teams in Unstoppable Wars. So the Preacher have had good wrestling and decent to crowd. Gado and Jado and the Hardy Boys defeat the Unstoppable Forces and the Dudley Brothers. I need to put a capital F on that in the game. In terms of ring work, Jeff Hardy was head and shoulders above everyone else. Bubba, Devon 70, Devon 67, Samoa Joe 68, Punk 51, Hardy 64, Jeff Hardy 80, Jado 45, Gado 46, Devon improving in... Was that Devon? Yep, Devon improving in Rumble. 64C, not a bad one. In a pre-show about that great heat and good wrestling, Monty Brown defeated Kurt Hennig. Monty Brown was ready off his game, the same as always. Kurt Hennig 76, Brown 45. No working for a 58C minus. This match has been taken off the main TV taping and has been thrown onto the pre-show. Now, I want you to be aware there's not major angles on tonight's TV show. There's no long ass angles talking for about 5 minutes like we normally do at the top. It's just going to be, as it says in the top, above you, as I change this, total non-stop action tonight, quite literally. But in this guy, I'm just going to lower him. He's a middleweight. I'm going to put him as a light heavyweight. I've asked him to do it. He won't do it, so I'll do it. Edit in game. I know it's a bit cheaty, but just so he can be part of the X Division. But in a pre-show bout, he gets with decent wrestling, but little heat. Kid Cash defeats Bobby Roode in 8 or 9 by pinfall the dead level. Now it's quality in the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Bobby Roode 40, Cash 50. Kid Cash improving in performance, and so is Bobby, which is not bad for the pre-show. And we open up with a very exciting match, which sees a decent match. Abyss defeating Tommy Dreamer, Rob Van Dam, and Randy Orton in 7:35 when Abyss defeated Randy Orton by pinfall. We're going to have to sort his ring set. Abyss wins the TNA Hardcore Championship. Yes, I'm bringing a Hardcore title in. No working for him. Streamer 59, Abyss 43, Rob Van Dam 66, Randy Orton 46, a 53C. I can perform better if you use me in non-hardcore matches. The only person to say that in the match, don't care. We've got a Hardcore title now, so that's going to become more common. Why isn't Cage on the screen? I don't know. 64. I don't care anymore. This company needs help, and I'm here to help. I'm here to take out the evil. I'm here to take out the evil. Full stop. Finley was just the start, and it's time it's time for me to prove myself again. Finley was just a start. Now I'm going to flipping complete this because it was meant to complete. Yeah, I know the turn went badly, and I know another turn what's going to happen tonight is going to go even worse. In about that good heat and good wrestling, Ron Killings defeat Christian Cage in 7:35 by pinfall with Truth or Consequences. Ron Killings 49, Christian Cage 70. No, Ron Killings improving a Rumble. I don't care, but Ron Killings is changing. I'm going to do that now. Yeah, the turn went badly. Thank you for telling me. Ron, someone got to stop your stupid run. You thought I was your friend? No way in hell. I will ever be your friend. And these fans can go away too. This is my time. Yes, so Ron Collins turning heel just to kind of counteract that Christian Cage, who was a heel, has turned face. And both turns have gone badly, but I want to do this so Edge can go on a singles run after feuding with Christian Cage when he comes back from injury after Bound for Glory. But at the pay-per-view, it'll be Christian Cage taking on Ron Killings. There you go. That's set in stone. I will also be set something else in stone later on tonight, but we'll go. As you can see, there's not many. There's a few there's a few angles, but not a lot. So this match was on the pre-show. I moved it to the main show for the Raven Nevermore storyline to go. Been in an exceptional match. Scott Hall defeated Raven and Rhino. When Scott Hall defeated Rhino by pinfall the Razor's Edge. Rhino was the weak link trying to keep up his performance. Raven's really off his game. Raven's getting better. He's getting Raven 82, Scott Hall 86, Rhino 64. Scott Hall improving Raven in skills. Create the Raven Nevermore storylines advance to the segment, which is not too bad. Should be on the way now. In a terrible match, the UK Bitbulls defeated America's Most Wanted in 7:36 when Bulk defeated James Storm by pinfall with a bulkish driver. 35E plus Bulk was visibly tiring towards the end. Big Dave seemed off his game. Now it's quality in the colour come together the match of boost. Chris Harris 35, James Storm 38, Big Dave 26, Bulk 24, a 35E plus. Ugh. Not going to complain because feuding with the Hardys is probably going to help him. As UK Bitbulls are celebrating their victory, taunting the crowd, the Hardy Boys running an attack, beating them down to the mat. Now Big Dave is Bulk's brother in real life, if you did not know. He no longer wrestles, but Bulk does, and I've seen Bulk wrestle in person. And quite surprising, he's actually better than what he is in this game at the moment in real life. He's quite good. We have an X Division 6-man tag match, and an about that decent wrestling haven't cheap. Matt Sydal, Jimmy Jacobs, Amazing Red defeats Drago, Sean Waltman, and Austin Aries in 6:25. When Amazing Red defeated Drago by pinfall with a flying head scissors kick. Amazing Red's getting better his gimmick, so is Sean Waltman, and that's quality to lift the match. Amazing Red 38, Jimmy Jacobs 30. Matt Sydal 45, 46, Austin Aries 34, Sean Waltman for 64, and Drago 46. Amazing Red improving in performance. So there's another 6 guys to the X Division. X Division is quite big, actually. I'll just say it is the main point of this company at the moment. quite a lot of people are in the X Division. Just saying. And we have Jeremy Borash in the back with James Mitchell and Abyss, and he goes, "Oh, by the way, we are in front of 300 people at the Nexco Stadium, which I can't remember where it is. I think it's in San Francisco. There you go." And James Mitchell's in the back, and he goes, "This is it. This is it. Here he is, the hardcore champion." You see, TNA put him in that match with 3 former ECW guys, which I should have changed because he was in there originally with Jerry Lynn. So with 2 former ECW guys, hoping he would lose, but Abyss is not bothered by it. Tommy Dreamer, you'll be giving your shot for the championship at Victory Road in 2 weeks. So yeah, I forgot to mention after the match, Tommy Dreamer goes over to the announce desk and screams, "I want a rematch. I want a match for that belt," and we're going to do it. And it's going to be the first ever of its kind in TNA. It's not in this game, is it? No. Ooh, dear. We're going to do a last man standing match for the TNA Hardcore Championship at Victory Road, my friends. It will be Abyss taking on Tommy Dreamer, your current champion, and mine. Tommy Dreamer is not the champion. Abyss is. I love that. You know, it doesn't always come up straight away, but can we just please have Abyss and Tommy Dreamer? Thank you. I'll type in, it's probably quicker. There we go. Abyss versus Tommy Dreamer, last man standing. I will import some matches from Flisky's mod and the other mods just so that we've got more options. I have done that with the arenas, but I'll do it with the match types as well when the show's finished. And the final 4 competitors of the X Division are here in about a decent match with Damage Heat. Brian Kendrick and Christopher Daniels defeat AJ Styles and Brian Danielson, when Brian Kendrick defeated Brian Danielson by pinfall the sliced bread 2. AJ Styles was a weak link, trying to keep up a nice performance, but that's because of the injury. Christopher Daniels 55, Brian Kendrick 56, Brian Danielson 55, AJ 40, no working appearance of 57 C-. He's got chronic back pain, and I can't do a lot with it because he's a champion. Now this surprised me. An exceptional match. Running Regal defeated The Undertaker in 808 by pinfall using the ropes for leverage. The Undertaker's getting better at his gimmick. The Undertaker 95, winning Regal 90. The Undertaker quite happily went, "Yeah, sure, William Regal can beat me." I was expecting him to go, "Oh, he can't because of his popularity in America." Nope. Yeah, sure, see? I had it as a tainted vinegar while he's using the ropes for leverage. And of course, after the match, Chris Jericho comes out, runs in and attacks, beating down Regal to the mat. And then that leads into, why is this happening now? Did I just skip the main event match? Steve Austin is celebrating his victory after the main event. Rock runs in, beating Austin down to the mat. Steve Austin's debut is getting better. His The Rock debut is... See, the Rock versus Austin storyline is a fancy segment. And that was the... If that's been moved by me by accident, I'm going to be annoyed. Yeah, it has, because it was meant to go after this match. So, in an unbelievable match, the Steve Austin defeated Kurt Angle in 15:09 by pinfall after distraction from The Undertaker. The match deserved better announcing. Kurt Angle 100, Steve Austin 100. So, why we only got 77B? Probably because we didn't do it for longer. But a Victory Road, it's going to be... sadly, Chris Jericho versus Rim Regal will probably not be the main event of the night. I'm going to probably do these two, or at least... The show's going to be 4 hours long, so that I can do quite a lot of 20-minute matches. But there's a 77B for that, and then that was when The Rock was meant to come in and beat down Kurt Angle, leading into our semi-main in the thing. In a poster about that sensational wrestling and fantastic heat, Rock defeated Chris Jericho in 14:58 by pinfall, following to Vince from Ring Regal. The Rock is getting better with his gimmick. Jericho 92, The Rock 99, and then... The Rock was going to come in, beat down Steve Austin, finalising our final pre-booked match heading into next week's TV taping, which is going to have a huge implications on the main event. And I'm going to make sure the main event hits at least a 20-minute time limit. But yes, The Rock will be taking on Steve Austin next week at Victory Road, then again at Hard Justice, and then the final blow-off match will obviously be at Bound for Glory. But next week, our main event is going to be the 3-4. I'm going to do it as... I'm going to do it as a freeway because I think the freeway is going to go better. But I need to... Oh yeah, I need to make sure I'm off. I'm also going to book another X Division match in a second for the next week's TV show. Will be main evented by a huge match. Now, WWE the way I look at it is WWE is still advertising The Rock and The Undertaker and all that lot for their shows. So we've had them basically debut on our shows. You know, they were advertising them because they'd obviously gone away and they thought they'd be able to re-sign the contract. Sadly, that did not happen. So we've now got them. And as you can see, that's what's going on. Where's Kurt Angle? There he is. So that's going to be your main event next week on television. For at Victory Road, we are going to be having a #1 contenders, and it's got to be in here. I've seen it in here, and I haven't got it yet. So obviously we're not the right size to use it. So we're going to do... Yes, it is in here, but it's not in here as a 4-way. We've got overhead wires. We'll just do a standard 4-way elimination X Division style contest, which will feature 4 of the top names of the X Division, as I will show you now. As I go to here and I go to here, there's your X Division: AJ Styles, Amazing Red, Austin Aries, Bobby Roode, Brian Kendrick, Bryan Danielson, Chris Hero, Chris Angus, Drago, Fergal Devet, Jerry Lynn, Jimmy Jacobs, Kid Cash, Matt Sydal, Nigel McGuinness, Paul London, PJ Black, Roderick Strong, Shane Waltman, Sharp Boy, Sonjay Dutt, Sonny Siaki, Sterling James Kieran, and the Zebra Kid. This match will feature the Zebra Kid, Sonny Siaki, Sonjay Dutt, oh no, not Sonjay, Sharp Boy, and I will be throwing in there this, if I can find him, where is he? Not Cash, not Jimmy, not Jerry, not Drago, there he is. The winner of this match will go on to face AJ Styles 24 hours removed from Victory Road for the championship. But next week on TNA Impact, AJ Styles will be defending that championship against the winner, the person who beat his tag team in the match earlier this evening. Of course, that's Brian Kendrick. That's next week's TV taping, guys. You do not want to miss this one. We're also going to be doing a champion versus... We're also going to be having an NWA tag team title match as the Unstoppable as the Americans Most Wanted will take on the Dudley Boys with the NWA belts on the line in title implication. Now at Victory Road, we have been informed that all the TNA titles are on the line, but also as per usual, the NWA belts are on the line. And because of what happened, the Unstoppable Forces have been asked by the NWA representatives to get a rematch. Now I will be booking off camera for you guys the rematches, or all of the NWA matches, and you'll get to see the full card next week at the end of Impact. I'm not going to be doing post-shows and pre-shows next week. It's going to be all about the in-ring action, but that is your first NWA title match. The Unstoppable Forces taking on the Americans Most Wanted. Let's have a look at our final rating for tonight in front of the 3,000 people as a heel Rock defeats a babyface Chris Jericho. 74 B-. I think because of this mix-up here. According to this, it is in order. Very odd that it showed up in a different order on screen. I think, yeah, Jericho's post-match attack on William Regal, then the match, then that. Shows right up on here, but it didn't show right on screen. 80 regions increased our popularity, and I'll thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again real soon with the final edition of TNA Impact before Victory Road. Hey guys, welcome back. It's the Go Home edition of TNA Impact, and tonight we are live in front of 3,031 people at the Seattle Eagles Nest. In the pre-show bout, I had Little Heat, Paul London and Sonjay, Fergal Devet, Paul London, Sonjay Dutt defeat PJ Black, the Amazing Red, and the Zebra Kid. With Paul London in 7:28 when Paul London defeated Amazing Red by pinfall with the London Calling. So our first match of the night, and tonight is the Go Home edition before Victory Road, and we want to know what's going to happen tonight. Shut up, thank you. You get me done for copyright. The Fergal Vet debuted his old school heel gun Scott showing of average, announced quality, and the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Amazing Red 44, Zebra Kid 28, Peter Black 30, Sonjay Dutt 40, Paul London 50, and even Fergal Devet with a 40. So the worst in the match was the Zebra Kid. And no working principle. 44D, a nice little pre-show exhibition match. In a pre-show, both had superb wrestling, decent match in the crowd. The Hardy Boys defeated the Unstoppable Force when Jeff Hardy defeats Samoa Joe by pinfall in Mega Effect. Jeff was head and shoulders preferring, but CM Punk was a weak link. Okay, CM Punk has sustained a damaged neck. Matt Hardy's getting better, which is not good. The match suffered from the lack of psychology. It could have really used somebody with knowledge of how to construct a proper flow. Samoa Joe 75, Punk 52, Matt Hardy 77, Jeff Hardy 25. CM Punk with damaged neck. I hope he ain't going to be out for long. In the pre-show battle, I had decent wrestling with the Albert Cheat, Jimmy Jacobs, Matt Sydal, Sterling James Curran defeated Christopher Daniels, Bobby Roode, and Austin Aries at 6:55, and Matt Sydal defeated Bobby Roode by pinfall. Chris Daniels head and shoulders above everyone else. It's 50D plus. The odds quality for the match. Austin Aries 36, Roode 40, Chris Daniels 63, Sterling James Curran 36, Sydal 51, and Jacobs 32. No work improvements. Nice little match. In a pre-show, both had decent match with Albert Cheat, Rob Van Dam and John Cena defeated Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar 6:33 when Rob Van Dam defeated Brock Lesnar by pinfall to Frog Splash. Rob Van Dam carried the match in terms of thing. Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar have stereo chemistry as partners. John Cena 42, RVD 66, Lesnar 43, Orton 83. Cena improving in performance. Orton in a Rumble, a 53C minus. Not a bad there. In a decent pre-show match, Kurt Hennig and Dustin Rhodes defeated Fit Finney and Kevin Steen in 7:50 when Kurt Hennig defeated Kevin Steen by pinfall. In terms of ring work, Kurt Hennig was head and shoulders above everyone else. Kevin Steen was the weak link. Fit Finney seemed off his game. Dustin 65, Hennig 78, Steen 36, Fit Finney 51, Hennig and improving in performance, and Steen in Rumble at 63C. In a pre-show battle, had fantastic heat and great wrestling. Scott Hall defeated Monty Brown in 6:09 by pinfall the Razor's Edge. Monty Brown 51, Scott Hall 88. And then in a terrible pre-show match, Abyss defeated TJ Perkins in 2 minutes and 1 second by pinfall. James Mitchell, a good work at ringside. Nice quality in the collar punch gave the match a boost. Perkins 20, Abyss 41. No work improvements, but it was a quick little squash match. You close out the pre-show. And we open the night with an 81B as we see Undertaker in the ring. He goes, "I'm not American badass. I'm a supernatural force that can do anything. You see, I've been with the WWE for years. And the same as The Rock and Austin and Angle, we got told 14 days before our contracts came up about our new contracts. But it don't sit right with me. You see, I'm a legend." And on to Angle, he came here and spoke shit about the man who gave us a notice about our contracts and important stuff. He's basically shit about the man who gave us new contracts, and told us about the important stuff about TNA. I need to really reword this. So yeah, basically the game set up so that all the contracts are random. So for some reason, when the game started, these 4 guys' contracts were like 10 days out from ending, and WWE didn't go and renew them. I don't think you can at that point. So they basically left WWE, and I was wondering where they were, and then I found them, and they would work for us, so I ain't complaining. You see, Angle came out here and said stuff I did not like. But then Angle does a Undertaker thing. The lights go on and off, and Angle's standing behind the Undertaker, and he just Angle slams him. So he's doing an Undertaker thing. He goes, "Jeff, fuck TNA, fuck Jeff." Oh, sorry, I forgot to put Jeff Jarrett in. That's what. So he talks shit about Jeff Jarrett, who's the new owner. Fuck Jeff, fuck TNA. I'm a gold medalist, the only gold medalist in wrestling, and I stand with the WWE. I'm here to kill TNA for Vince. And this ain't the NWO shit. This is a one-man band thing. He grabs Taker's legs and puts him in an ankle lock. He keeps wrenching until security split him up. A nice 81B for the opening. And in our opening match of the night is an X Division action. It's about that decent wrestling with a little heat. Nigel McGuinness defeated Sonny Sayaki in 7:09 by pinfall for the Governor's Crumpet. Nigel McGuinness and Sonny Sayaki have get commissioned at a performance. Now it's quality for match. Nigel McGuinness 48, Sonny Sayaki 50. No working risk, but 50D plus. Not a bad match. In the battle, they had great wrestling and good heat. Jason Liger Thunder Liger defeated Rhino in 5:44 by pinfall the Liger Bomb. Rhino seemed off his game. Liger 71, Rhino 61. 59C, not bad. A 78B from Raven. You see, Scott, you're not allowed to be out here at the moment. You see, this is my time. This is our company. It's time for something new. Jeff brought us here for great shows, and this is what we do. This Sunday night at Victory Road, Scott, I prove to you that ECW lives through me. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Raven sends some very creepy messages out to Scott Hall here tonight. He's not allowed to go near Raven. During that promo. In above had subpar wrestling a little heat. The UK Pitfalls defeated Gado and Jado in 7:45 when Big Dave defeated Jado by pinfall. The Pitfall. Gado's getting better his gimmick, so is Jado. Bulks was retiring towards the end. Now it's quality in the colour come to give the match a boost. Jado 45, Gado 51, Big Dave 27, Bulk 24. No work improvements. A 42D. In above had decent wrestling but little heat. AJ Styles defeated Brian Kendrick in 7:33 by pinfall the Stars Crash. He makes events number 6 of his TNA X Division Championship. A 52D plus. Brian Kendrick's getting better his gimmick. AJ Styles went for he took a big toll. Brian Kendrick 54, AJ 43, Kendrick improving in performance. After the match, Christopher Daniels comes down and looks very angry, and he jumps AJ from behind, beating him down to the mat. In an exceptional match, Raven defeated Christian Cage by a pinfall with pile driver following botched interference by Scott Hall. Raven 90, Cage 67. The Create the Wave and Noah storyline has advanced this segment. Raven improving and flying, a 70C+, not a bad little match. We see a limo pulling up into the parking lot. We see The Rock step out before he can walk into the backstage area. Steve Austin comes out from behind a lorry. There's a massive beatdown where The Rock's thrown into the side of the limo. We see Steve grab a steel chair and starts bringing it down on the chest of The Rock. And there's security come running into the parking lot, splitting them up. And we cut back to the arena where Mike Tenay and Jerry Lawler are, and he goes, "Well, Jerry, looks like The Rock might not be ready for the 6-man tag tonight." This is TNA and it's different. It is different, non-stop. Chris Stan's sending a message to AJ and the X Division ahead of Sunday earlier tonight, and Mike goes, "Talking to the X Division, they're up next." So The Rock vs Austin storylines advance segment. So yeah, they're talking about the X Division and going, he sent a message earlier tonight. Steve Austin's doing the same. And then we have our 8-man X Division match. In a battle of decent wrestling, but little didn't have much heat. Jerry Lynn, Sean Waltman, Chris Hero and Drago defeated Sharp Boy, Roderick Strong, Kid Cash and Brian Danielson in 6:28 when Jerry Lynn defeated Sharp Boy by pinfall. Sharp Boy's read off his game. Sean Waltman is getting better his gimmick. Danielson's 56, Cash 50, Strong 39, Sharp Boy 41, Drago 52, Chris Hero 45, Sean Waltman's 72 and Jerry Lynn at 65. Drago is improving in performance at 58C-. I'm not complaining about that. And a 67C+. In a decent match, America's Most Wanted defeated the Dudley Boys in 8:09 when Chris Harris defeated Brother Ray by pinfall the Catatonic. America's Most Wanted make defense number 1 of their NWA World Tag Team titles. Brother Devon's getting better his gimmick. Brother Devon and Brother Ray showed chemistry teaming together. Brother Ray looked good out there. 82 for Brother Ray. Devon 78. 34 for Chris Harris. James Storm at 37. Harris improving in performance, a 67C+ overall. A nice little match. And then we have the video hyping up tonight's main event as Kurt Angle, The Rock and William Regal will be taking on the team of Chris Jericho, Steve Austin and The Undertaker. And he gets a 77B and above, had sensational wrestling and fantastic heat. Chris Hero, Steve Austin and The Undertaker defeat Kurt Angle, The Rock and William Regal in 14:51 when The Undertaker defeated William Regal by pinfall the chokeslam. The Rock's getting better his gimmick, announcing the match deserved better announcing. Regal 92, Rock 97, Angle 99, The Undertaker 92, Steve Austin 100 and then Chris Jericho at 92. All the storylines advance the segment, no work improvements. After the match is over, massive brawl begins all over the arena as the show goes off air. So all these lot are brawling. So The Rock and Austin are brawling. Taker and Kurt Angle are brawling. William Regal and Jericho are brawling. And then a decent pro-show match. Tommy Dreamer defeated Ron Watkins in 13:21 by pinfall with a pile driver. Watkins 51, Dreamer 55. He seemed off his game and he'd still got a better rating. A 40D minus, and we end the show tonight with a 74B minus. Not going to moan about that. And we'll make our debut this coming Sunday night in the tri-state area as we head to New York City area for this Sunday night's Victory Road. And we'll see you live with Victory Road this Sunday night. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. So I've decided that we'll have another overview of the entire roster and see how everyone's improving after Bound for Glory. Now, because of that, tonight we're going to have a terrible match. We're going to appreciate about that terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Klondike Kate defeated Mercedes Martinez in 8:18 by pinfall. She makes defense number 1 of her women's title. It hadn't been defended yet, so we kind of went for it. 2070, I knew it was going to be a bad match for Hindsight on the pre-show. We're sold out tonight at the Reese's Stadium. Out of our comfort zone, we're not in our normal area. Fans came to see male competitors, blah, 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 blah. Mercedes Martinez 31, Klondike Kate 19. No work improvements, but hey, let's ignore the fact that fans didn't want to see women's wrestling, because they will be seeing women's wrestling soon. In a pre-show bout, they've had subpar wrestling a little heat. Chris Hero defeated Jimmy Jacobs in 10:37 by pinfall. The Heroes welcome. 41D. Announced quality in the colour country gave the match a boost. Jacobs 33, Hero 43. No work improvements. In a terrible pre-show match, Kevin Steen defeated Johnny Curtis, who's here on a one-night deal as well, by pinfall the package pile driver. The announced quality in the colour country gave the match a boost. Curtis 18, Steen 40, no work improvements. A 33E plus. Not bad for a one-night deal guy. In the pre-show bout, had subpar wrestling a little heat. Bobby Roode defeated Sterling James Keenan in 15:01 by pinfall the Rude Awakening, and that's quality in the colour country gave the match a boost. Sterling James Keenan had a ring room performance of 36, Rude 44, no work improvements. And I'm now going to read this 63C angle, which is the first of two. Just let me have my water. I hope everyone's looking forward to tonight's show, or main show, because I think tonight's main show is going to be quite a good one. Yeah, especially with the type of matches we've got on board tonight. We've got a lot of hardcore, a lot of NWA, ECW. I think is going to live tonight. We've got a lot of that. We've got a lot of high flying wrestling. We've got a 30 minute ladder match in the main event. So tonight is going to be awesome. But here we go. Tonight, the road to Bound for Glory begins. It has the hottest shooting stars today. People come to watch the X Division, but tonight, Christopher Daniel wants to dethrone the first ever X Division champion, AJ Styles. AJ said he is ready for the fight, but can he keep his crown? One man fighting for the enemy. He stands here to kill us before it even begins. The man who is a supernatural power stands in his path, in The Undertaker, but can he take down pro wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist? And the main forces, the main eventers of the 1990s that helped WWF take out WCW lock up tonight. The Rock and Stone Cold will do battle in the middle of this TNA ring. The main event, Chris Jericho, the man who's coming here to help us become the powerhouse, he's going to fight the champion, William Regal. Regal's been a dirty champion. Cheating, can Chris Jericho take down the champion tonight? Now TNA Wrestling and the NWA presents to you Victory Road 2001, live from a sold-out Reese's Stadium. Boom, 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 boom. I should really just click next before I go boom, 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 boom. An 81B for this one. After the video, we cut to the arena. We see Small Power on the stage as we see some excited fans before cutting to Mike Tenay and Jerry, who are just off the stage tonight. All NWA and TNA belts are on the line here tonight. The road to Bound for Glory begins live tonight. Tonight's main event for Regal and Chris Jericho. It's a big night for TNA. Tonight is the best card in TNA's short history, but the road to Bound for Glory is not going to be easy. I think we might see a new champion here tonight, Mike. Well, Jerry, will find out later, but let's send it to Jerry Bush for our opening contest. An A1B for that. There's no more angles until later on. We're going to have pure wrestling now, guys. A 44D in about that decent wrestling below heat. Drago, Sonny Sia. Drago defeated Sonny Siaki, Sharkboy and the Zebra Kid in 8:24. The order of elimination was Sharkboy first, then the Zebra Kid, and finally Sonny Siaki. That's for later on for me, because I couldn't remember who I booked to win. Save. The Zebra Kid was a weakling strong to performance. Jerry Lawler might now have pretty good chemistry in calling matches, and that's quality in the colour conjugate match boost. Zebra Kid 32, Sonny Siaki 43, Sharkboy 44, Drago 45. He is getting better in the ring. Sonny Siaki improving in performance, but everyone's improving slowly, so it's not bad. A 44D, not bad opener to get the fans going tonight. In an extremely short match, Jason Liger defeated Jason Blade, who's here on a one-night deal, in 5:18 by pinfall. The Shoti. Jason Liger makes defense number 4 of his NWA World Junior Heavyweight title. Jason Blade 29, Liger 72. No working for us. I was going to put Steen in this match, but I didn't really want to, so I kind of left it. And he should have been heel, which messed up the card. In a decent match, the UK Pitbulls defeat the Hardy Boys in 8:03 when Big Dave defeated Jeff Hardy by pinfall. The Pitfall. The UK Pitbulls are now your TNA World Tag Team Champions. Jeff Hardy was head and shoulders above everyone else. Bulk was visible time. Matt Hardy's getting better his gimmick. Jeff and Matt Hardy showed his chemistry team in the match because there's not enough selling on the show. The great performance, Jeff Hardy stood out. So Big Dave 27, Bulk 25, Matt Hardy 79, Jeff 95. Matt Hardy improving in performance. And you can see he was a 21. He was a, they are improving. And this is a thing, you've got to work with it. Wrestlers don't improve overnight. We are going to be working with it. We're going to be pushing our wrestlers to the max and hope for the best. But yeah, so 63C, for these two, I know the Hardy Boys carried the match, but 63C is going to help those two in their career. Only a 49D for this one, but I think it was Abyss. In a decent match, Abyss defeated Tommy Dreamer in 8:14 when Tommy Dreamer could not beat the 10 count. Abyss makes defense number 1 of the TNA Hardcore Championship. James Mitchell did good work at ringside. Jerry Lawler might have pretty good chemistry and calling matches together. The announced quality lifted the match. The colour comp gave the match a boost. Dreamer at a 63, Abyss at a 42. No working for it. A 49D plus. I'm not complaining. In above had decent rest with a little heat, John Cena defeated Randy Orton in 8:18 by pinfall with a spin-out powerbomb. Cena is now your NWA North American Heavyweight Champion. The announced quality in the colour conjugate the match a boost. John Cena 39, Randy Orton 46. Cena improving in Rumble, a 45D. Not bad at all. In above had decent wrestling but a little heat. PJ Black, Amazing Red and Matt Sydal defeated Jerry Lynn, Paul London and Fergal DeVette in 6:14 when PJ Black defeated Fergal DeVette by pinfall the senton. In terms of ring work, Jerry Lynn was head and shoulders above everyone else. He carried the match to a 59C. Fergal DeVette 46, Paul London 57, Jerry Lynn at 73, Sydal at 53, Amazing Red at 46 and PJ at a 38. Fergal DeVette is better than PJ Black. Amazing Red is improving and flying. I don't know how he can improve in flying any more than he already has, but there we go. A 67C plus for next match. In above had good wrestling and decent match for the crowd. The Dudley Boys defeated Gado and Jado in 7:40 when Brother Devon defeated Jado by pinfall the Dudley Death Drop. Gado's getting better his gimmick. Brother Devon's getting better his gimmick. Brother Ray seemed off his game. These two Brother Ray and Devon showed excellent chemistry tuned together. Jado 47, Gado 51, Brother Ray 77. And Devon is 76, Ray improving in technical and performance. Not a bad match. And we have a special guest here tonight in Dave Taylor. Now, Dave Taylor is a UK star, and I thought it'd be kind of funny for this match. So, basically, Fit Finney stood there. He's got no partner, challenger. He thinks he's getting a night off. And then Dave Taylor, a former friend of his from the, World of Sport days, turns up. And above had decent wrestling, but above had decent wrestling in the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Dave Taylor defeated Fit Finley in 7:37 by submission. 41D, Fit Finley was worth his game. Announced quality in the colour conjugate the match a boost. Finley 45, Dave Taylor at a 30. No working for us. A 41D, not bad match really. I thought I'd do worse than that. I knew this was going to happen because of AJ Styles' injury. In about had decent wrestling but little heat. Christopher Daniels defeated AJ Styles in 12:28 by pinfall the last rights. Daniels is your TNA X Division champion. The injury at AJ Styles worked through took a big toll. Christopher Daniels 58, AJ 46. A 54C, not bad at all. after Bound for Glory, if AJ's not recovered from his injury, he might get some time off to help him out. So, but we've kind of took the title off him, so Daniels is going to be carrying the X Division and doing most of the title defence on TV. And that means I've messed up, doesn't it? For Impact. I have messed up because I was... Yeah, I have messed up because it wasn't Drago who was meant to win. Right, Drago did win the main event, but he cheated to win, and at this week's tapings, it's going to be the 19-year-old Zebra Kid taking on... It'll be a fatal 4-way match. I'll find my way out of this. So Daniels has said he'll do a fatal 4-way for the X Division Championship this week live on TNA Impact, and it will be Drago who won that fatal 4-way, with Chris Daniels, with Brian Danielson in there, and of course Nigel McGuinness. In above had superb wrestling and great heat, Rhino defeated Dustin Rhodes in 14:41 by pinfall of Gore. Rhino is your NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Rhino and Dustin have great chemistry and performance. Rhino 71, Dustin 72. A 72B minus, not a bad match. Now, I have got word from the NWA officials that tomorrow night on TNA Impact, Rhino will be in action as he defends his brand new won title against Dustin Rhodes. It's going to be live, it's going to be uncensored, and it's also going to be in Rhino's playground as he goes where anyone goes. It's going to be a hardcore match, which will also have Falls Count Anywhere rules, because we ain't got a Falls Count Anywhere match in the game, and I should have updated that because I ain't updated it since I installed all the other matches, so we probably have now. But hey, it's fine. Dustin versus Rhino in a hardcore match tomorrow night for the NWA World title. A 72B minus, a lot better than I thought them two would get actually for that match, so I'm quite proud of them too. A 68C plus, even better than I thought Brock Lesnar would do. In a decent match that had good wrestling and a decent match for the crowd, Brock Lesnar defeated Rob Van Dam in 8:25, where Rob Van Dam was put through the table. He is now made defence number 2 of his NWA National Heavyweight title, which is a main event bout, and he's not even a main eventer. Lesnar's getting better his gimmick. Rob Van Dam 73, Lesnar 50, no working for it. So 68C plus, not a bad match from those two. 57C minus. In a belt that had decent wrestling down which Sanjay Dutt and Brian Kendrick defeated Austin Aries, Sean Waltman, Danielson and Cash, and Nigel McGuinness and Roderick Strong. I just thought I'd throw this together as, as an X Division tag team extravaganza. We partnered them up and they had to go. So the order of elimination was Nigel McGuinness and Roderick Strong, then Brian Danielson, Keith Cash, and finally Austin Aries, Sean Waltman. During a long match now, you can have great chemistry calling matches together. Sean Waltman 70, Austin Aries 37, Kid Cash 62, Brian Danielson 50, Kendrick 57, Sanjay Dutt 45, Strong at a 39, and Nigel McGuinness at a 45. Aries improving in performance, which is quite good, even though because he was the worst out of everyone on the match with a 37, so he does need the most improvements, but that's a nice little, quick, nice match. And the battle had fantastic and good wrestling. Kurt Hennig defeated Monty Brown in 7:58 by pinfall the Hennig Prex. Kurt Hennig 70, Monty Brown a 51. Kurt Hennig improving in performance, not a bad match, a 64C. We move on to a battle that had decent wrestling with a little heat. America's Most Wanted defeated the Unstoppable Forces in 7:58 when James Storm defeated CM Punk with an 8-second ride. Samoa Joe's worth his game. CM Punk and Samoa Joe showed extreme chemistry teaming together. Nats Quality and the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Samoa Joe 47, CM Punk 52, Chris Harris 37, James Storm a 38, no working for a 50D plus. Not bad at all. In an exceptional match, Raven defeated Scott Hall in 8:13 when Scott Hall was busted open. It was a first blood match. Scott Hall 89, Raven 89, no work improvements. The Create the Raven Nevermore storyline has advanced this segment, and I don't care, you've got an 89 in that match, which is nearly a 90, and you don't do good. In the battle, they had good wrestling and a great heat and good wrestling. Christian Cage defeated Ron Killings in 8:21. Ron Killings is getting better at his gimmick. Killings 52, Cage 68. Killings improving in Techno, which is not a bad match actually. A 63C from those two. I'm quite happy with that. and they're improving. So 78B, not bad, an unbelievable match. The Undertaker defeated Kurt Angle in 14:35 by pinfall to chokeslam. Excuse me, sorry about that. The match reserved better announcing. Kurt Angle 99, The Undertaker 95. Angle improving in performance, a 78B. Not bad. And then we have a video hyping up The Rock versus Steve Bloody Austin. An 80B in an unbelievable match. The Rock defeated Steve Austin in 25 minutes and 8 seconds by pinfall. The Rock is getting better at his gimmick. The Rock and Steve Austin have pretty good chemistry left of the match. The match deserved better announcing and better colour commentary. The Rock 100, Steve Austin 100. No work improvements. The Rock versus Austin storylines advancement segment. And we move on to a 78B hype for the main event tonight, which is a long match. I hope these two can play. Oh. Yeah, I think it was too long. In an exceptional match, William Regal defeated Chris Jericho in 30 minutes 13 when William Regal retrieved the item. He makes defense number 5 of his TNA World Heavyweight title. Yep, Chris Jericho 91, William Regal 90. It was the fact that there was definite lack of psychology, which I should have paid attention to. Jericho's improving in technical. I can't complain with that. We close the show off tonight after that amazing ladder match. You know, we're not going to have the TNA Championship go down a peg because of that, but 75B minus for that pay-per-view. I'm not complaining. You know, we had two great matches, The Rock and Steve Austin, Undertaker and Kurt Angle. I'm going to give it to definitely The Rock and Steve Austin because they got 100 out of everybody. And, you know, and I'm going to give it to The Undertaker because he was the next best on the card that night. So they're going to be complimented. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode, the episode 2 of the TNA series. I will see you again with All Action Wrestling very soon. But for me, this is me clocking off. We're 60 minutes and 19 seconds part of Victory Road. I hope you enjoyed Victory Road as much as I did booking it. And I'm enjoying booking TNA. I've got some great plans for it. But guys, the road to Bound for Glory begins now. Thanks for watching.